What's up? This is the first episode of the podcast, and yes, we are back. We ain't back. We starting, but we are back from no huddle. If you haven't been listening to my other podcasts, then we back. But pretty much what we gonna do here is just raw uncut everything we want to talk about, whatever we want to talk about within sports, gaming, Madden, mostly Madden, music, entertainment, all that. So first of all, if you're new to this channel, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Comment down below whether you want to hear or talk about whatever, because we this is where we just gonna let everything out for whatever I want to say, and I can address things that some people are too stupid to get. Like late now, I get since Ryan Moody has been exposed as being a fraud. Nobody's been commenting on that old video where I told him stop breaking down trailer gameplay. And literally, I usually would get see a message every day from there. And that video got like 4,000 views or something. And now I'm getting zero. It's zero comments. I'm like, wow, finally. But then the whole thing I was telling you guys, okay, that video was made a month of month before Madden even came out. And then y'all like, oh, you were right. He was right, man. No, Ryan Moody wasn't right about Madden. He hasn't been right. He's made some valid points about it, but he wasn't right. Because y'all who think Madden is not good this year loved it last year because it was a worse game last year, and it was one of those games where you bums could succeed in, and still the bums can succeed in this one because they made it easy with the man coverage and everything. But it's way better than last year anyway. But that's not even what we here to talk about. We ain't gonna talk about that nigga right now. First off, let me just let y'all know what we do, what I do, what just a little bit about me. Now, I started YouTube in like what, 2015, 16. My channel it got deleted. It had been like 16, 17 because I played Jmell twice, and those videos are not on the channel no more because those don't exist no more because that channel got suspended, right? So just yeah, it was been like 2016, 2015. Where am I? 2016. I remember J Mel was playing Madden 17. That's when I played him. So yeah, and I hit the 12,000, 1,200 subscribers, and I hit my 1,000 subscribers. And this is before YouTube gave you that stipulation where you gotta get 1,000 subscribers and you gotta get 4,000 watch hours. So I was literally I was already getting monetized at some point, something like that, or was it still like that? Was it? It might have been still that stipulation, but I was like over my subscribers already. I hit 1,200, and as soon as I hit 1,200, one day I looked at my channel. I'm trying to go through my YouTube and stuff, and I see my stuff was gone, and it just gave me an email like your channel has been suspended for misleading content. Where they tell you, oh, you could have did this, you could have did that, you could have did one of these things. But we're not gonna tell you. We don't tell you exactly. Then I'm trying to call YouTube and talk to real people, and that's a hassle because you can never talk to a real person, and then there's like an hour wait on the phone, and so I tried and tried. I appealed it and everything, and literally just they wouldn't give it to me back. And I still see my channel in my Google thing. It's still showing suspended, so it hasn't been like deleted. But at this point, I've built my channel, this one now, at the same amount of subscribers and everything. So hell, there's no use even trying to redo it, but I did have a lot of good videos on that channel, a lot of them. But yeah, I started doing that. But before all that, man, I started. Me and my cousin used to be rappers. I wanted to rap. I was really into music. So the music I was started off into, I was into a lot of in the late '90s, from like '90 to I was into like a lot of West Coast in the late '90s. Pac, Biggie, well not Biggie wasn't West Coast, but a lot of Pac, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, stuff like that. I was into all of that. And in Texas, we got this music called screw music. Slow down, chopped and screwed. And I wasn't really into it until I just started listening to it one day. And okay, I kind of like it now. And that's when I started getting into more of the underground Texas rappers and all the comedians, the power walls, and all that stuff, and all the stories. I mean, it was so comedian.com was where I started my rap career, where I started just rapping. See, like this way before Chameleon and Power Wall were famous and big. They were big, but they wasn't known to like somebody up in New York unless they went on a website. They was known around mostly in the South, but a lot of people hear them in New York, like up there, but mostly around the South. A lot of people knew they was already big, right? But anyway, he had a website where local artists and this underground artists can upload their music. We can talk about what the next CD coming out. 'Cause that's really how you knew the CD was coming out. We get on the forum, hey, Color Chasing Click Volume 2's coming out Tuesday. So we know to go to the store and look for it. And at that time you have to actually bring the get CD. So like Chameleon himself would actually have to drive to stores and give and sell his CDs to these mom and pop stores for them to make money. Like that was back in the day where stuff now is digital and you don't have to worry about going to get a CD. People don't listen to CDs no more. But then you got to actually buy CDs. And we had this section where we could upload music and everything. And I was just a trash talking guy. I'm the best rapper ever. I just love this cause trouble. And I finally uploaded a damn song up there. It was called the Crossroads Freestyle. I was freestyling off the Bone Thugs and Harmony Crossroads beat. And I built up this song for so many months because I was always trash talking and telling how I'm about the best. And so I built myself up to so much that even if it was bad, I got so many views on this video. Everybody was talking about how bad it was and they would laugh. But I got so many views on it because I had promoted myself to where people wanted to actually hear, okay, this dude keep talking about this. I want to hear how this nigga actually sound. So that's how that started. And and then some songs got a little better. Then started getting really more serious. Me and my cousin started really making songs, and then we made our little album. We I've been over to Texas, Louisiana. I've done shows with some of my favorite underground artists. I've done shows with Trader Truth, K Reno, um, who else? Zero, Charlie Boy, those names. I don't know those names. There's a lot of Texas legends right there. So we did that. We did a bunch of little. Sometimes we have to pay. Back in the days, you had to pay the promoter for a spot, and I was like, okay, pay $50 for a 10-minute spot, and just to get our little music out there. The one thing that was killing us was our audio quality. I had a microphone, but we didn't know how to really make the audio sound like right now. How y'all hear me? The microphone I got now. Like these days, it's easy to mix and master music. Back then, I was doing a little bit. I made it sound. I was okay at trying to make it sound decent on my verses, but it was still. They were like, your audio quality is just so bad. Like we had a song called "Play It Like Me." It was the one of the top song we performed at the club, and the women go crazy for it. But we just couldn't get it on the radio because it wasn't audio quality, and plus we didn't. It was a beat, it wasn't our beat, but a lot of producers they do this still, but there was this SoundClick site, and you would have to you could download free beats. If you wanted the actual beat, you could buy the rights for it, but you can still do that now to produce. But then up then, like this beat we had, it was actual beat that you could use, and a bunch of people probably. I think I heard a few more versions of it on YouTube. If I can click, if you click, it was the beat was by a producer's name Insane. I don't remember how to spell their name no more, but I think it was like ASAINE or something. And the beat was called "Player Like Me." Featuring, I forgot who it was a featuring. It was featuring somebody with a hook on it, but yeah, that was a song. But anyway, man, that's what I started doing. I was really, I'm been in the music. Like I wasn't really talking nothing in Madden and gaming in those times, 2000, like I was not in nothing about YouTube or Madden or nothing. Even though I played it all the time, I never thought about like people could actually do gaming. I would never think that people would start doing could do gaming and make money for it. I would never think of that. But as I transitioned, man, I got to DJing and promoting and stuff and club promoting, which that's stuff I do now. I'm behind the scenes promote, bring artists to our town, promote the parties. We got a Capricorn Bash, whatever it is for January, whatever y'all are. We got that coming this month. We got the Sagittarius last week, 2 weeks ago. So we had that. We have one every month. So we've been doing that. And I DJ occasionally. So I'm on those events and sometimes I DJ like high school parties and all kinds of stuff like that. But anyway, so that's just a little bit about what I do. But I started the channel, yeah. I started a little late. I should have been doing this way early, way later than 2017, 2016, like 2000. When would that be? YouTube. 04, 05, like Madden 04. Later, if I was doing this with Madden 04, I would have been one of the biggest YouTuber Madden guys or just ever. If I don't even know if Madden 04 and YouTube was around at that time, I don't believe it was. But yeah. Speaking of wedding Madden, uh, Jmellflo. Let's talk about Jmellflo. There's a guy who's talking about. I seen a comment on my one of the videos, short video I made, and I seen one guy said he just wrote he's like the most hating shit I ever seen. Wow, I don't even know what the hell was. Okay, tell me what's going on. I don't understand. What is hating about me saying? I seen J Mel tweeted that he's going to the OU Michigan game. We're gonna see if he does. You know he lies about everything. And I said I got diss tracks waiting on him, because we all remember what he said about me and everything. So how the hell am I hating? Was I hating that he going to the game? No, I don't care about going to that damn game. If he went, good for him. But this is just like the Ryan Moody guys, the stupid guys who were the dumb Ryan Moody guys. The TG guys are even stupider. They're even dumber than the Ryan Moody fans. They don't understand anything. They're like him. They're like J Mel. J Mel is an idiot, and his fans act like idiots like he do. And so nobody remembers besides the people that know. You know, some of my subs pointed me to this to tell me this. That this nigga was always in the stream talking about me, talking down on me. I saw the clip, one of the clips where he came in. Somebody said something about, why you gonna play me again? Or because, he did run off on the money on me. And he popped up talking about, I'm tired of y'all saying his name in my chat. Stop saying that nigga name in my chat. That nigga gets no views. The nigga streaming in front of two people. Like, to know if he's, okay, if you know how many people I'm streaming in front of, because you probably was one of them niggas in my chat in there. Like, so, for me, for you to be tired of hearing about me, you sure be watching me, don't you? But, yeah. So I like, fuck that. Y'all give him sympathy because he went homeless. No, I I have all the proof. I showed it. I'm the first one to expose him. I was the first one, the very first one to expose him for scamming people. It was me. I put the video out, and I did that. He started. He blocked me. Then he started acting like just acting like I didn't exist when he knew he owed me, and owed more people. Then he would do that, and then talk down on me when I got the message when we was supposed to been cool. So okay, now you wanna act like I'm an idiot or something, nigga? No, so no, this ain't no me hating on him or envy trying to clout chase or man. No, it's personal stuff about him, and I'm not letting that. I didn't let it go. I'm not gonna let that slide, especially about money. Then he got people for a lot of more money. Than he got me, but we all know that. We all know that. So all this people talking about you hating on Jmell, why you doing this? No, it's way more than that. Now, y'all want to know the story about that? We can tell that story again. I hate telling it, but just briefly. Let me tell it briefly. We got a game. That was a game with this video is on my channel still. This one we played them is on the channel. You can search this and watch it. I played him. I beat him. He wouldn't cash at me the money. He had me send it to some guy named Big Daddy Burt, which I believe is his drug dealer. We all speculated stuff, but I think that's pretty much a clear cut because his cash app is nothing about no Big Daddy, and who the hell runs around with a nigga named Big Daddy? But anyway, he did that. Then I told him, okay, I'm gonna give you 24 hours, and I'm gonna expose you. And then what did he do? He blocked me on Twitter. This is what we were talked about. We talked. I got the messages and everything. And that's when I thought, okay, this nigga's like, just fuck me, huh? I'll just forget me. Okay, I was like, okay. So let me go and dig up some information, and that's when I found out his college career and everything. And that's when I said, okay, now I got ammunition, putting the video out, and that's how it all started. Before that, I was cool. I still wanted to support the dude. I didn't want nothing to happen to him, and so can't say there was no hating on me or nothing. But it is what it is. He's supposedly supposed to come back, but I don't know. I really have doubts that he will ever come back to Madden. I think he's done with that, and probably they're trying to make. He's probably trying to find a real job or working or something, and that's good. But speaking of that, him, he had a little beef with Forum for a minute when he did come back for a little bit. He tried, well, he went at Forum. He was always in, for some reason, he would come in the forums chat and start talking trash and stuff. And he's got a bigger channel than Forum did at the time, so how did that's really desperate. But anyway, speaking of that and Forum everything, Chibatta Mitch. Chibatta Mitch has he commented on one of his videos saying you're next. Forum, telling Forum he next. I wanna challenge you or whatever, because he beat AB Got Gang. So I watched the AB Got Gang video. I watched it, him playing Chibatta, and I know I say people say okay, AB went AB. I always say he's one of the top Madden player guys. Just Madden, not just not content creators, but even though his videos kind of funny, he's still one of like the top players that I could say, okay, if I had to pick a Madden player for money, for my money, if my money was on the line and I couldn't play the game, but I had somebody to play for me, AB Got Game would be like the top three, one of the top three guys I would pick, right? So when I'm watching the game and watching play Chibatta. They both got the Packers, and this nigga really didn't look. He's playing Xbox too now, mind you. I guess there is a difference. And I know y'all like, well, the buttons are still the same. It's just the buttons are the same, like where they're at on the controllers, but then it's the sometimes like the Y. I think there's a Y there's a Y button on Xbox, which is the top button. Right, I'm looking at, yeah, and then there's a X, and what else is on there? Is it a Y? No, it's a triangle. It's a triangle on PlayStation. I believe I believe the B is a circle, and I believe the A is A, and the X is still X there. And so that kind of confuses sometimes. You making a pass, you got to get used to that. And I can see, okay. Now I used to play PlayStation. I told you I played '04, Madden '04. That's the last PlayStation I played, Madden of '04. But him having a close game with Chibatta actually was up 2 scores at one point or something. I'm like, damn. I'm starting to question his AB got game skill. But then, like I said, I don't. He explained it well enough. I like how he wasn't really just like he was just playing the game he playing. And I can understand. Xbox. He used to PlayStation, and he just kind of did. He stayed in a regular in the defense. He stayed in like he kept running spinner and dollar, which I don't recommend staying in. He wouldn't get out of it. So do I give him a pass for about? Do I give him that excuse? No, do I give him an excuse for okay? He came out. He didn't want to switch his defense, and he still lost to Chibatta. Does that make Chibatta a competitive player now? Because I still don't believe that. And AB got game did say his offense. He said Chibatta's offense is kind of pretty good, kind of hard to stop. But he said his defense was suspect. He doesn't. He's not really a good defensive player, and I've seen that in the monthly games. But then I've seen like games where like he played Mazomatic, and it seemed like he comes up to the occasion and plays these guys and plays them well. But with all that being said, him losing, AB got game losing to Chibatta like that. He took. I'm gonna be he went down on my scale just a little bit. Even all the excuses, all the even I say he maybe not even been trying as hard as he could. I dropped him down about from spots to about number 6 now because I wouldn't put Chibatta Mitch in a top Madden player category. Entertainer, yeah, he's up there. But even though that, I don't even watch Chibatta. Like and that's what I gave AB. I say gave boy, sorry AB. AB got game said this too. Like he really never even watched Chibatta's videos or nothing. And that's the same thing. I've never been in his streams, and I've been in this when he played Maze of Math. I watched a little bit of that. I've occasionally came across some of his stuff before when he first started. People first started talking about him, but I really don't watch him either. So, but I've watched enough games of him playing to know that he's not one of those guys that, oh yeah, I'm gonna jump through this MCS tournament and win it. No, this dude wouldn't last the first round. Now, he like I said, he did beat AB that game, and it came out that like the last play where AB had a chance to stop him and get the ball back. And like I said, he made Zomatic did the same thing. These guys, especially these guys who like to play mud and stuff. I've told y'all this. He's just too stubborn. He let the he stayed in spinner. And you know spinner is only there's one person that's not gonna be covered. So if you're in a 4 wide receiver set, 5 receiver set, it's either the tight end or the running back. One of those usually are not covered. And there's one in the middle. And AB called that spinner, and he Chibatta threw a flat route to the running back where he can get over there in time and pretty much ended the game. And that's why I like, okay, nigga, like that should be like y'all niggas, y'all know what he did. Like why y'all be putting these videos up all the time about how I beat the number one guy, I beat this guy, and y'all be adjusting it, but y'all don't. Nobody adjusts Chibatta because I guess they're like he's so he ain't that damn good. That I don't gotta adjust to this nigga. But then he ends up beating because they don't want to adjust to what he's doing. Cause you know what he runs like. He runs the A slot little with the angle route. It's his top play is this that whatever play is called. I ran it before too. We call it the Chibatta special now. With the running back running the angle route, tight end on a corner route. The other slot receivers on a corner route. The tight end, another tight end on the other left side, just running a flat route. And that outside receiver is running a post. And yeah, that is a really difficult play to stop if you really run it to perfection and you know what you're doing, especially in man coverage, because you can't play it shade outside or shade inside. Now, with this man coverage meta with the shade down, I don't believe AB was doing none of that. He probably could have shut it down with doing that because he had the Packers defense. But I don't know, man. This nigga, I think he just didn't adjust. He didn't adjust right. Now speaking of that, but like I said, that nigga, he after he beat AB got game, then he started talking trash to him and stuff, and he was talking all this shit, and AB was showing everything what he's doing. He says that AB, after he talked trash to him, he wrote him in the DM like, "Oh, it's all love. We just trash talking." And but that's what he said. But like Chibatta didn't say he did any of that. Cause he wants everybody to think I'm the hardest nigga in the world. And Form made a statement about you know, Chibatta, the way he been running off on niggas and stuff, it's probably like he ain't no real nigga. Cause he ain't finna run off on somebody. You sitting there right next to him, getting the hood. He ain't playing no real hood games. But let's say you playing best of three, and they supposed to be best of three too when he ran off on AB like he did Mazomatic. But if you face to face somebody, we playing best of three, and you just run off on me, you got my mom, something where my mom happened or something happened, and I gotta go, and you gonna leave with them? Oh no, hell no. Nigga would have been shot a long time ago. That's why. And he's from Houston. He's from Texas. I'm from Texas. I know niggas in Texas. I know that the way Trevada been running off on people on the internet. I don't think this nigga been to no hood games. He ain't really played no hood niggas down there. That's okay. He ain't built like that. He might make that persona and act like that. Act oh, I'm taking my shirt off. Most of them niggas be the softest niggas in the world. I'm telling you that right now. And like I said, I know how people act down here, and seeing what you probably be doing on the internet, running how he be running off on people like that, and if he do, it just shows that that nigga ain't really down. He ain't really about this life that he actually be acting about. He acts. He's a good actor, but I think off camera, this dude ain't the same. I don't think the dude is the same off camera. I think he's a whole different person off camera. But like I said, I know for a fact he can't do that in the hood, like especially that. Come on, come down here, even in a tournament, like a hood tournament. He would have never made it out the door. They would have jumped his ass from the front. Nigga, you finna run out, and then you think you finna run off with the money too? Cause I think Mazomatic, he played him like AB sent that money. He ran off, and it was supposed to be best of three, but he made him pay him up front. That's another thing. I hate that pay up front shit. And that's what I did. They try to use the middleman. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But so pretty much, if you want to know more about what the AB situation with that, but the thing about this is form. Now, like I said, he challenges form. Now, before we talk about that, my whole thing, I know y'all like, why did you make a video about Chibatta? Well, this was after the Mazomatic. The Mazomatic situation happened, and Chibatta had came into Yo Mama's stream. Like he would come in, most he would come into Yo Mama's stream all the time and just be chit chatting and whatever. And he hasn't been there lately. And and but shout out to Yo Mama because this dude has turned into the biggest girl world reaction channel now. Instead of the biggest Madden channel, he's got all the I still don't know what it is, but I think I need to get some of these views too, cause he got thousands of views from these girls. It's like I can't explain it. You gotta watch the video. It's like, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say about the women. It's like fat women, and I think they talk about food or something, or they just talk about. I don't know if they be what it girl. I don't know what girl is, but it's something to do with because all the women I be making videos are like big girls. So it's something like this big girls and they talk or whatever, but they got a following like it ain't like crazy. And I'm like, nigga, let me get some of these views. I need to start talking about like this girl. I think her name is Feudy Booty or something. Feudy Foodie Booty. Uh, and Ryan Moody. It's Ryan Moody. It tags it because Ryan Moody has a reaction channel, just like he got his Ryan Moody channel where he talks about Madden. We expose him for like for being he has a channel for this girl world where he talks about this foodie booty girl and other girls in the girl world, pretty much her. He just disses this girl. Look at this girl. She's doing this. She's doing this. You know how he just like his Madden videos. How he just disses Madden because that's how we knew Ryan Moody was fake. He made me just he had paid to hate Madden, even though the nigga never played Madden 23. He hasn't played Madden in a while, y'all. So that's why the nigga his views went super low down. Everybody found out he was a fraud. But he still makes channel. He's still making like videos on his that channel and his girl channel where he's talking about the fat girl anyway. But all this are like uh these I don't know what it is, but they got a it's confusing to me what they do, but your mama knows all about it. So if I want to check it out, check them out. But anyway, Chibatta would be in that chat, and then I would just I would just say shit like I would tag him in the name. I think I tagged him one time. I was like Chibatta versus 3CP, the best in the world challenge. You know, because you can tag YouTubers' names in my community. I can. So I said, oh, Chibatta's in. So let me just do some shit, see what he gonna say. So I say that in the chat. I'm like, 3CP versus Chibatta, the match everybody wants to talk about. Blah blah blah. And the nigga responds with, cause he like I said, he got to be this. He got to act like he act. Get out third, cause get off my nuts, you lame. Go play maze or something like that. And I was like, and I wrote back something like, nah, cause them niggas scared. They as scared as you are to play me. Those dudes scared as hell too. Like y'all already know that too. They be ducking. I said, nah, they be ducking all the time. And then I said something about and I wasn't even trying to be on nobody's side. I was like, well, because I remember Maze made a video about it. I was like, hey. So I wrote it. Well, Maze said that you had to go somewhere and you had to. Maze said that when you went in the game, you had to something happened, something came up, you had to leave, and his middleman or whatever was trying to reset up the game and telling him that, and he said his middleman ducked him or ghosted him, whatever. He was talking about, I was telling pretty much what Maze-O-Matic had said in his video, and I'm like, I'm saying this as well. I was like, so pretty much I'm trying to say like, so what do you got to say about this? Cause this nigga said you was, cause I'm not like I said, I'm not amazed. I'm not on the nigga side like amazed when I've dissed Maze, even though I like some of his content. I've dissed him too, but he starts going off like, no, oh now you stop dick sucking these niggas. Oh, you taking up for Maze now? You doing this? You doing this? This keep this talking mad shit to me for me just telling him what somebody said about it. And I'm like, okay. I said, first off, Chibatta, you don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know that I don't be dick kissing and dick licking whatever these niggas. And second of all this you acting like you or whoever you think you are. Like I said, and he started saying this shit, but then I was like, you know what? Okay. So that's when I got back and I got the video and I researched the shit and I remember I found out I didn't even know what form it played made Chibatta twice. This is before I already knew who he was, and I found some videos, and I'm like, and he pretty much blew him out, blew Chibatta out. Both guys, he scored 7 points within 2 games, and I'm like, oh, so now you call yourself the Madden God, but you can't even beat Form, and you've been acting like, oh, but you've been acting like, oh, Form, you next. But nigga, don't you remember? You the one who begged Form to give you a rematch, Madden 20 and Madden 21, and you've been ducking ever since. Like I said, so the nigga is not. He keeps this persona for his people on Facebook to make it look like he's just great. I'm undefeated Madden player. I'm the best ever. No, dude loses a lot. And so when I made that video, that's what I made the video like. I started exposing. It's like, okay, so you want to talk down on me, da la la la. Because the first thing I wasn't finna go then. He what he thinks is, oh, Chibatta's in the chat, so I'm just finna just bow down to him and talk and be on his side. Oh, Chibatta, no, fuck that. That's not me. I don't care who you are. I don't care who big, how big you supposed to be. I'm not bowing down for you because you came in the chat. I'm supposed to be on your side, no. So that's how me and him kind of had a falling out, and I made a page, and now that this how I know that Chibatta is probably behind these fake pages that was coming in, these fake pages that were coming on my channel, on my games about talking about Chibatta and Jmellflo. Now I can see how it was because Chibatta himself reported the video that Form did because he had made a little skit. It was like a Hulk Hogan skit with Chibatta's face on there, and he reported for like copyright or something like that. And Form said it was Chibatta who did it. And like I remember, there was a guy who came out, John Madden. His name was like Madden something. That was the username. And I said, he said something. He was talking mad shit about trying to take up Chibatta. And I explained like, okay, Mr. Chibatta or J May, it was either one of those two. And I started saying, I got in there and I said, look, this name was made like 2 weeks ago. And I seen it, and then all of a sudden niggas disappeared, never rolled back. Every time I would call him out, those little names, he would never write back. So that's how I'm thinking it was behind, how he was probably behind those burner pages that I kept telling y'all about, that was always commenting and saying shit about me on my stuff. That's what I'm believing he was behind that. Which is that's even more suspect for you, Chibatta. You got to make burner accounts and all this stuff, and you want to get people copyrighted because you don't want nobody talking about you. Cause he don't want his image to get me. He said that to May. He don't want his image messed up if he plays him again or get beat or something like that. He said that May said this been away. But yeah, so Form offered him a challenge, 3 games, and he said he know he ain't gonna do it because first of all he ain't gonna play the second game. Well, see, the way he's been getting beat by Form the last 2 times, it would be a miracle if he even won that game. He would definitely run off. If he won somehow, beat somehow by the grace of God, miracle, beat Form in a best of 3, he would 100% not play the second game. He would find the excuse and run off. Now, seeing that Form would probably beat him again, he would probably still run off or try to make it like it didn't happen, or he probably wouldn't want to record the game or something. But he would want a rematch. I believe if it was in front of people, his subs, he would definitely want a rematch. And I think like if he lost again, just back to back, bang, bang, and blown out, it would, I think that would shut him up for good. Like that would shut Chibatta up for good. I know everybody, a lot of people, oh, Chibatta's the Madden guy, and we nobody's hating on the Madden, but you you in your Facebook community, Facebook gamers, there's not a competitive Facebook gamer out there that can go head to head with anybody over here on YouTube or Twitch. I know you say, okay, well, Chibatta beat Maze, he beat AB, I game. That's those guys, like They some real guy like me. Like I said, Mays didn't make any adjustments. AB got game, but didn't make no adjustments in the game he played because they came into the game already with that mindset. Oh, this nigga ain't that good. I'm gonna blow him out. But no, you can't do that. You still gotta play your game. And he gets, and the one thing he does do without a trash talk, he gets people out of the game and gets them just all discombobulated. Like, damn, they can't even think or do nothing without talking and yelling he do. But Form on the other hand, I think Form wouldn't be phased by it because, like I said, he's already beat him twice, and that's what I used for my video when I said Chibatta Beats exposed. I used that as the first intro. You would see him talking to Form when he was losing like 50-0, something like that. He was getting beat bad. That was the first. Then the second game was later on down in the video. I showed the second game, 21-0, 21-8. Said it was something like he only scored like 7 points, I think, within those two games, like 7 points. So yeah, Ciabatta, you can talk all you want. You can. Oh, you beat A back in there, nigga. You beat AB got game, and now you think you on top of the world. Like I said, he would. I know he's now. I thought he was playing Xbox. I mean, I thought he was a PlayStation guy. That's why I thought me and he would never really play. But apparently he's playing Xbox too. Like I said, he would never face me. He probably won't. He probably won't accept the forums challenge. He'll talk and talk, but he won't accept it because he knows that he won't get it. But he apparently people now AB's people and Chibatta's people said they were streaming at the same time. And he said the reason they got the game in the first place was because AB's people said, "Oh, play Chibatta." And Chibatta's people said, "Play AB." And AB jumped into Chibatta's chat in his stream and started. And I guess that's how they set the game up. But even if Form and Chibatta was streaming at the same time, I still think Chibatta would duck it. He would probably ignore it or just not say it because Chibatta's Foreman made just Foreman said this before about challenging him and accepting the challenge, but Chibatta won't say nothing else. It's just I think it's just some shit to boost his ego. Really, he don't really be wanting to. He don't really want to smoke like somebody real smoke. He probably wouldn't. He probably wouldn't even want to smoke with me. Like I'm not even trying to play him. I don't care if he challenged me. Okay, I beat him, but I'm not even. I stopped when I said that Chibatta was there. It was just games and fun and games. I knew he wasn't gonna say nothing about it, but he went off on me talking about I'm a lame nigga. I was like, okay, now nigga, nah, I'm not finna duck down in your ass, nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna tell you who I am. You don't know who I am. I've been doing what you been doing way before you was whoever you was. But like I said, man, we'll see. We will see if it does happen. It hopefully it'll happen. Make it. It'll be good for the community. But yeah, the Facebook gamers though, y'all gotta just. I know everybody is from that cloth of Ciabatta. They all act like him, but y'all just gotta stay over there and play y'all little unranked games and stuff because y'all are not gonna be y'all are not top players of May are not y'all aren't that good. I don't and I'm not even gonna use that game. I'm not even gonna use the Ciabatta plan beating two um pretty good players to say okay, well maybe they are that good. No, I've even said Mays wasn't that good. I've said that. Your mama said that too before. That Mays is ass. And so but AB I said AB is decent though, but he did kind of drop a little bit down the totem pole because he lost to Chibatta, and you shouldn't lose to him. But I give him the excuse for not. He's on Xbox and he's trying to get used to the controller and stuff. And I did the same thing. I tried to get used to the controller. I got in a tournament and I got to like the third round, and that shit kept messing me up because I lost by like I lost in the last seconds. I had one shot to throw a touchdown from like 20 yards away, and I lost. But That was like an $800 tournament here in my town. So yeah, it does make a difference in them controllers. It do. I can tell you that for sure. But that's it, man. That's it for episode one. I'm just chit chatting, just saying so it's gonna be way better than episode two. But I just wanted to get something out here for y'all. But if you're new to this channel, if you made it all the way here, comment the word, comment Chibatta. If you made it all the way here, Chibatta ducking. No, Chibatta scared. Comment that. Anybody, just one person comment Chibatta scared. And let me know that y'all made it to the end. Till the next time, man. We out.